welcome to Boxing with me, Skeptic. And today's topic was inspired by a comment on one of my videos about pound for pound king. But we're getting back. The comment really was that, um, Tank didn't need to fight Devin Haney because there's no financial incentive to fight Haney. That he fights Mexicans because, you know, he makes money from fighting Mexicans. Now, you see, Tank fans make excuses that Tank and his team don't even make. And if they make them, they're bloody liars. Now, you say that Tank is the face of boxing because two things cannot be true. You say Tank is the face of boxing, right? But he needs Mexican fighters to sell anything, to make any amount of money. He needs Mexican fighters. But you say he's the face of boxing. Now, let me give you an example of two other big names in boxing today that would not make that silly ass excuse. Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua sells anything. Absolutely anything. It doesn't matter what opponent's in front of it. It doesn't matter the opponent's a top 10 or a title holder or what nationality that opponent is. Once you stamp AJ in the fight, it's sold. That's what you call a superstar. Now, to be the face of boxing, you have to be a superstar. Right? Does Tank sell because of Mexican support? Because he's fighting a Mexican fighter? Or does he sell because he is Tank Davis, the face of boxing? Because I will point this out. Floyd during his time did fight a lot of Mexicans. But he also fought Pacquiao. And he also fought Shane Mosley. And Shane Mosley ain't no Mexican. He's black. And he was still able to do good pay-per-view numbers, sell out the stadium, sell out an arena. And the fight did pretty well. They both made good money. And that was the face of boxing at the time, Floyd. Now, if Tank claims to be what Floyd was back in the day, why does he only need Mexican fighters to make money? Huh. Yeah. Okay. Another thing I'll point out. Two things cannot be true. Tank is either the face of boxing or Tank is ducking. Now, let's say Tank is the face of boxing and he sells anything. Because his former opponents, who are Mexicans, didn't have to sell a single pay-per-view to have a fight with Tank. Not Garcia, not Barrios, not Cruz. None of these guys sold a single pay-per-view. Devin Haney has sold in total of 250K pay-per-view. And yet, he's not good enough to grace the ring with Tank, to face Tank in the ring. He's not good enough. He can't make enough money. He sold pay-per-views. Yeah, not as big as Tank, but he's done something compared to Tank's former opponents. So the question is it Tank selling or is it Mexican selling? And if it's Tank selling, then he must be ducking. Or you guys are suggesting he should duck because two things can't be true. Is it the Mexican fighters that sell for Tank or is it Tank that sells himself? Is it that it's Tank Davis fighting and it doesn't matter who is opposite Tank Davis, he can sell out arenas. He can make record-breaking pay-per-view numbers. You think Tank versus Lomachenko wouldn't sell? Are you crazy? You think Tank versus Shakur wouldn't sell? Are you crazy? You think Tank versus Haney wouldn't sell? Come on, I think that's one of the biggest fights in boxing today. So what are Tank fans on? Because it seems like I believe in Tank more than y'all do. Because I know Tank can sell anything. But y'all say he needs Mexican fighters to sell. So which is true? Is he the face of boxing? Or is it that he's just fighting Mexicans or Mexicans to boost up his ratings? Which is which? Pick your poison. Because in the process of ducking Haney, or, or justifying him ducking Haney, you guys are demeaning his achievements, making it arguable that maybe he's not the face of boxing. Because you guys I can bring up Canelo too. You say, oh, Canelo is supported by Mexicans. No, Canelo is an international superstar. He has black fans, he has white fans. Because if Canelo won't be as big just because of Mexicans. No. He has white fans, he has black fans, he has European fans, he has all sorts of fans all over the world who will fly from their countries to see Canelo fight in America or wherever he chooses. That's a superstar. Anthony Joshua, that's a superstar. If you're saying that Tank is the face of boxing, then he must be among these superstars and he must be able to pull off what they do pull off. So it's either he can pull it off with a Haney on anyone in front of him, not necessarily a Mexican, or he can't. And, well, the proclamation that is the face of boxing is bullshit. But I know he can sell. So, what's the hiccup with the fight? And I think that excuse is nonsense. When it comes from the fans of Tank's team, rubbish. And they know it. Alright, like and subscribe. I'm out.